Hey guys, it's Lydia. So today's video I'm gonna be sharing my past experience about um, how I was in debt and what was I in debt for and how I became debt free. So it's been about probably a year. Wait, hold on, no, it's like no, it couldn't have been a year. No, it would be like more than a year now. Yeah, I'm like debt free because when I met my boyfriend. I was actually still in debt at that time. I might have mentioned that I was in debt, but I'm not really sure if I did tell him that. But like, it wasn't really like, I didn't really like, because when you meet someone, it's like, you don't really tell them every single thing in the world, of your life. Anyway, sorry, I'm just exaggerating. So, yeah, I was actually still in debt, when I first met my boyfriend, and then yeah, it was around the time. Anyway, so cut to the point. How I actually ended up in debt in the first place is, well, before I actually was in debt in the first place, is because I actually I bought two phones, right, and they were both on plan phone, like you pay off whatever every month. And if you're late, you get late fees or whatsoever. But in regards to prepaid, if you have a prepaid phone, you pay off whenever, and if you don't have credit, there's no late fees basically. So yeah, I had two phones. Yeah, I had two phones under my name, but the other phone was I bought the second. Well, I bought another phone for my ex-boyfriend. So obviously at that time he was my boyfriend, so ex-boyfriend now, and he got himself into trouble, blah blah blah. Before I go ahead with whatever I'm talking about with my ex-boyfriend, I'm not gonna mention anything about him. Long story short, he went down the long road. He went down pathway, hard long road, etc. And I'm just gonna leave it as that. I'm not gonna go into details. So anyways, so back to the phone, right? So I bought him the phone, and then he got himself into like trouble and stuff. And then again, no judgment whatsoever. People have their past, and I've obviously forgiven the guy. I've forgiven my ex, etc. Move forward, and I'm happy now with my boyfriend now. So yeah, I bought the phone for him for his birthday present, and because of whatever decision he made in the past, that affected me, and he sold the phone, and um, he kind of, I don't know, he sold the phone and had some money, blah blah blah. And because of that, I got pissed off at him, and I was telling him, I'm working hard, because I was actually working full-time, in a job in a different organization, because now I'm working full-time in a different organization. uh, and I was telling him off, like, why did you sell the phone, blah blah blah. I found out from the police, this and that, and then I don't actually, was that even the story? I don't remember. It's been a while, okay, guys. So yeah, that happened, and then so he saw the photos. I got mad because I was still paying it off, and I still had things to pay off. And then after that, yeah, hold on, I'm trying to go back to memory lane. Hold on a second. After that happened, he saw the phone, so I'm like, how do I get the phone back? Whatever. So I called the phone company, and then they were saying, oh, you can't get the phone back because I had to go to this shop because that's where he sold it. But then I can't get the phone because he sold it, and the phone has to be returned to the person who sold the phone in the first place, which means it was from him. So I couldn't get it because he was, let's just say he was in prison. So I couldn't get it anyhow. So I'm like, okay. So then I don't know, I spoke to this the company that the phone was under, and then they told me a story. I'm like, oh, you can still get the number transferred to another SIM card, but you can't get the phone back. And then I told them, you know what? And I told them, I actually don't care about the phone. I just want the number transferred back to my account, because who knows where another person could buy the phone and they could use the SIM card, and it could cost me like thousands or hundreds of money. Oh, I don't even know. But anyway, so I just said I didn't care about the phone. I just want my SIM card and number back. So that's what I did. And then I went back to the shop, and then I'm like, yeah, please just transfer it. I just don't want to pay for more because I wasn't even. I don't think I had a job back then. Yeah, like after. So after that, I hold on, I'm trying to think. So yeah, the phone got sold, and then I got my number back, so I was able to track. I was able to stop anyone from using the phone and the SIM card, otherwise it will overcharge me. And then yeah, so long story short, I still had to pay off mine, but then I didn't have a job. I quit my job back then. Stupid decision, but it's life. We learn things from our decisions in life, lessons learned. I mean, so after that, I hold on. So yeah, so now I had to find another job and pay off both the phone bill that he was using before he sold it, and then I had to pay off mine. So technically, I was in debt for about $2,000, maybe over. So I'm like, wow, okay, why did I get myself in this position? And my head was like not in the right headspace at that time, like season of life. So yeah, I was in debt for about, like I said, about I think roughly 2 years, or maybe I don't even know, less or more. So I paid off some, and then my dad actually helped me pay off some amount. And after that, yeah, I learned my lesson from then on, and ever since then, I actually just I've always, ever since that time of like that circumstance that happened, the situation, I've just been staying with prepaid. So I was in that for about 2 years or something, and not only that, I didn't even have a job at the same time. So yeah, but I know like maybe other people will be feeling differently or react differently to like my position, because I didn't have any job whatsoever. And yeah, what else happened after that? So after that, uh yeah, after that, yeah, I just kept sending for, and then I had a job for a bit that kind of paid it off, but it wasn't much money that I was receiving, like income from that job that I had. But yeah, I have a rocky road in life at that time. But again, everyone has a rocky road in life. And after that, I was, yeah, so again from last year, um I still had things to pay off, and that whole my paying off the bills, it actually went obviously to another company because I've been paying it off. It went to a debt collector, whatever you call it. And then yes, and then after that, somehow then I applied for Centrelink, and then I was able to pay everything off. Like I think I finished paying off. Oh no, I had a job, and then I actually paid off all of my, like, one of the company phone bill, and so that was like done and dusted. But then now I had to focus now on my ex-boyfriend, the one that he was using the phone bill, the company. And then I had to focus on that one, and I'm like, okay, so I just kept praying about it. Like there were times like in that season of life where I was feeling like, oh my gosh, like how am I paid off, how am I supposed to pay it off? At the same time, it's like I didn't really think about, oh, I'm gonna go to prison because I didn't pay this thing off, this and that. Like I didn't think of like that worse, like of like, going straight to conclusion kind of thing. It was more like, okay, I gotta pay it off. And then when I met my boyfriend now, like I just thought, I need to pay it off. And then all of a sudden, like he was just encouraging me, like, apply for TAFE, apply for like Centrelink, because like, people receive sending payment while they're studying just to help, and then that's what I did. I applied for Centrelink like I think 2 months after I got enrolled, and then yeah, I received like enough amount to actually pay off all my debt off. And yeah, and also other things. And then yeah, so I was just grateful, and now I am debt free, and I feel like really good. I don't have to pay off anything else now. I'm just, whenever I like get my whenever my pay comes through, I always try and make sure that I have saved enough money, whether it's about for emergency purposes or things that I need, like groceries, whatever. Like especially like now, because I have my own car under my name, I'm like saving up just in case, you know, I need to pay for the servicing, petrol, blah blah blah, all these other things, and even medical things, and yeah, things like that. So I don't know how else I was able to like think, like I don't know, like because my dad's story is like totally kind of different, because like now, because of that thing that happened with my ex, like I don't really have an issue with my boyfriend right now, because like I know how my boyfriend is, and I know how he, you know, like manages his financial side of life, and I know how I'm able to manage my financial side of life too, because you know, once you get to know the person, you know how they spend, say blah blah blah. So yeah, like now I'm just like all good, like I trust my boyfriend and stuff, like with basically um my life, etc. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about my debt free story. Yeah, so ever since then, now I don't need to pay that much stuff. And yeah, so I'm happy, I'm debt free. It's the best feeling ever to be debt free, honestly speaking. I guess like my my the main I guess like the main point for like with my journey when I was going through like being in debt, like about $1,000 or more, is that I just felt like peace, and I felt like I just kept trusting God regardless of, you know, how much late payments, blah blah blah. And it was even to the point where I think it was gonna go to court or something. And like yeah, it was just a bit, it was a little overwhelming, but I didn't take the like my situation back then, like of being in debt. I didn't take it like, you know, like very bad to the point where I was having anxiety whatsoever. I just sort of somehow, I don't know, just controlled the situation in my life and stuff. So yeah, that's my story of being in debt, and I'm in debt free now, and I'm still like, even like I even told my boyfriend like a few times already, like even though like I told him like a few times, like even though I'm earning money, I still want to save regardless. Like I still want to save up in case I need to pay for this and that. And then, but then he also understands me. So yeah, that's my debt free story. So I don't even know if that's even much to like even describe. Um, but like yeah, with me it's more about just having faith, and like having faith in myself as well as having faith in God about how to be debt free, because God works in mysterious ways. And yeah, so yeah, I wasn't like, well, to me it felt like a lot of that. I've told a few friends that I was in debt actually. Yeah, I have. But yeah, ever since then I just always make sure I manage my financial, basically my financial side of life, like I manage it properly. And yeah, so that's all I have for you guys. I hope it's detailed, and hopefully it's not confusing. But yeah, thanks for listening to my experience of being in debt. If you have any questions about, you know, that time when I was in debt, and like, you know, how I manage it, blah blah blah, if I didn't mention enough information about how to get through it, etc. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, or I will probably just leave my username down in the description below of this video if you guys want to contact me. So, of my social media, I mean, or even my email as well. Yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next new video. Bye. Oh, also, I will upload a video. I will try my best to upload a video once a week, because I do apologize. I have been delaying my videos, so I'm guilty of it. But anyways, have a great week, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.